Good morning, everyone. It's Friday the 2nd of June. It's been raining overnight, so the gardens are very lush and the water barrels are filled. I'm just here with my coffee, with my new table. There's a free site on Facebook. Well, there's lots of free sites on Facebook, and you'll probably find one in your own locality. This one, I think, is for Leitrim, and yesterday my daughter found this beautiful table going for free on the free site, and she thought it would look fabulous here on the veranda. So she brought it to me yesterday. Isn't it absolutely fantastic how people can recycle things so freely? And I think it was probably someone that I know who put this up on a free site. I think it may have been Andy. Anyway, excuse me. It's just perfect here for the veranda, and it means that those people who come to stay at Beltona, now I've got someone coming today all the way from Scotland, Susan. She's here for a week to learn about this particular form of permaculture, which I unabashedly, unashamedly and proudly call Goddess permaculture, because it simply embraces everything on Mother Earth, both the physical and the spiritual. You can't possibly walk around these gardens without feeling deeply moved, and not moved by the planting, but moved by the very powerful and very sacred force that's here. And I'm sure that as you're watching this video, you can get a very strong sense of that. There's a very powerful sacred force here, because it's allowed to be here. So much of what we do here on Mother Earth is about excluding that force. It's about doing everything in our power to exclude that force. But here, over 13 years, I have not just invited her in, but I like to think I have fed her and nurtured her and brought her back from a very sad place where she had been expelled to. So back to my table. Thank you, Andy. I'm a little bit, I don't know what to say, coffee this morning. Not coffee as I'm drinking, but coffee as in spluttering. I probably just need to drink some more water, but I couldn't wait to get my cup of coffee this morning. I was just so looking forward to it. So, we'll just go for a little walk. Just a short walk. You can see that the sun is out, but it's out through a haze of cloud, because no doubt there's going to be some more rain, which is very welcome. Always feel very blessed to see the rain. And I'm continuing to clear the barn. It always looks a right old jumble in there, but there is a kind of an organised chaos. Got some little roses coming out here. The potager beds are just thriving. There's just so much going on there. And yes, I have lost a few bits and pieces to the slugs, but I've got lots and lots to replace them with. This year, I just don't feel that bothered by the slugs. I really don't. I think it's because when I look around, everything is just so prolific that a few slugs here seems almost where they should be. There's the Jacob's ladder beginning to come out there, just in front of the little peach trees. That's very beloved. And there's little allium in there, struggling up through the ground elder. Do you know, I think I'll go for a little walk down along the driveway. Jack? Oh, but as I say that, the orange light is flashing on this little machine, which tells me that the battery is coming to the end of its energy life at the moment, so I'll have to recharge that. But I will do a little walk down the driveway maybe later on. If not later on, then tomorrow. Courgettes. Little courgettes coming out down there. And as you can see, the outer leaves may have been attacked a little bit by the slugs, but the inner leaves coming up through the wool are quite safe. And just one other thing to show you. The first rose is out on this little rose bush. And this Rosa Canina. It's funny because I thought that little rose bush was something else. But that's what happens, you know, when you're always taking cuttings of things and look at the beautiful roses up there. And the figs are coming on really well. Look at this. 3 on there, 2 behind, 4 on there, 3 on that one, 3 on that one, 1 there, couple behind. There's well over a dozen figs on that little plant, on that little tree. And this is a little oak tree which is growing out of an old watering can, so I will have to get that into the ground, figure a way of getting it out. And there's some more Jacob's ladder coming out there. Still have some of the Jacob's ladder seed on the website. The seed I sell from Belton Cottage has all been saved here at Belton Cottage, has all been grown here at Belton Cottage for years, and so is a very resilient seed. And it appears to me that regardless of the conditions, it comes up. Look at the valerian here and the aqualicia. Now, this orange battery sign continues to flash away at me here. Just point up there towards the blue sky, because look at that, we've got blue sky coming. Beautiful. There's my little table and chair. How's that for a perfect position to have morning tea or coffee? Looks like a millionaire's paradise, doesn't it? Oh, one thing I wanted to say as well. I'm not going to allow this YouTube channel of mine to be taken over with debate. It's not a channel on which people can come and debate. So, you know, leave comments by all means. But if it's going to be a comment that is, you know, up there for disagreement, for debating, what I suggest you do, and this would only apply to a few people, is to go on to other YouTube channels where there's a raging debate about just about everything, where people want to argue and fight and, you know, comment in all kinds of snarky ways about others. If you don't like what I do, if you don't like Belton Cottage, if you don't like goddess permaculture, if you don't like the divine feminine, if you don't like my reference to Mother Earth, don't come on here. Go somewhere else. If you disagree with me terming what I do as goddess permaculture, what on earth are you doing on here? I am not going to deny the divine feminine element in everything that I do. So those of you who want to come on and leave comments like that, I'm going to click a little button that says hide comment. And when I click that button that says hide comment, it means that your comment is now hidden and cannot be viewed by anybody. So those of you who did leave comments in defence of Beltona, I'm sorry if they've also been hidden, but that's what happens after I press the button for hide comment on someone. It means that whatever comments had been left after that particular person are also hidden. So I do apologise to people who have come on here to defend what I do. And I appreciate your input. But I think in the future it's best not even to allow these people to, you know, comment on my channel. It isn't a channel about debate. It's a channel about doing, getting off one's butt and doing something for Mother Earth. And you know, someone left a comment this morning and they said, "Why so angry, Colette?" Well, I've got to that age now where I'm beginning to feel a little bit angry about why the earth is in such an appalling state and why people can't simply go out and plant. There's plenty of people with land, but they're far too taken up with wanting to be dominant over that land. Or they come up with things like, well, yes, I'd like to plant a tree, but I'm not too sure where to plant it. Well, that's all about ego. If you have a bit of earth, get out there and plant it. And if I sound a bit abrasive about this, and if I sound angry about this, well, I'm not actually angry. I've just reached the kind of upper limit of my tolerance for people who do little